Hello, welcome to another episode of a Melanated Hypothesis podcast, where we are retraining our brains while becoming who we're destined to be. I'm your host, the Compassion Coach ToriV, and I've been thinking. So let's get into it, honey. Okay, because you know what I've been thinking about. If it's up, stay down for me. You know that song? It's Kendrick. It's called Die Hard. Yeah, I'm a die hard. It gets ugly. Too passionate, it gets ugly. And I was just sitting here thinking, and I started getting a little like sad, like a little down, beating myself up. Oh yeah, we getting right into it. And I was just like, baby, what's wrong? And I felt misunderstood. And just knowing myself and being able to accept myself is a everyday struggle. Not a struggle. It's an everyday journey. Like it's every day that I have to be like, it's okay. At the state I am in and how I've always known myself to be, I have a very childlike energy. Like it's up, if it's up, stay down for me. Like people still don't know I'm in my 30s. Okay. I just got in there though. Like I'm in there, but I'm in there, you know? So these are the little things that I think about because I'm like, you have to look yourself right in the eye. Like you have to be able to ask yourself questions and probe yourself and see what's going on. And I'm not feeling understood because I feel like, oh, am I always going to be childlike? Do I have to button up and poise up? But I've always felt like, hey, this that wasn't me when I was buttoned up. I was very controlled. I was very by the rules. And then I, let my thoughts out. What I was really thinking, I actually let out and I let myself be free. And now I say and feel how I want. I let spirit move me. But it's not always to the liking of people around me or and I still have the question, even when I'm around people that should understand me, I wonder, do they? Right? And so we get into this place sometimes in our situations, in our lives, where we feel like nobody understands us. And in that moment, what do we turn to? What do you turn to in that moment? When nobody understands you, when you feel alone, do you turn to self? Because that is a habit that I've had to manually turn on over and over again. So what do you do? Are you turning to self? Are you able to sit and probe and ask self questions and then sit with the answer? It's not always easy, but you know what? Studies show it only takes, and I say only lightly, but it takes 90 seconds for us to go through that feeling to really have a breakthrough and an aha moment. We have to visualize it out, see our body, it's a glow stick, see our body, like see ourselves doing the thing, and then we can release it, release our body of it. So I'm wondering how many people in this moment where I'm at today, um, maybe not having the enlightenment that I've had. I've been on this journey for quite some time. So if you're on a different part of the journey, or if you're on your journey deep in there, like every day you have to choose, like people choose violence, you have to choose healing. So in that moment when you decide, all right, this is a lie, like I got to heal every day, I'm not feeling healing today. What do we turn to? A lot of times we turn to all kinds of stuff. Everybody's addicted to something. Somebody's turning to food right now. They don't see a problem with it because there's no other victim. They are the victim, right? That was me not loving myself enough to realize that you're hurting yourself. Like you keep eating and it's messing you up. No, you're not messing anybody else up. You keep drinking, you're messing you up. You keep smoking, you're messing you up. You're not messing anybody else up, not necessarily, but it can, it can get there. But anyway, that's it. It's like a me problem. Why you worried about me? Like, why are you not worried about you? And so these are questions that I had to really ask myself. Like, are you about to go get this, whatever I be trying to eat when I get frustrated? When I get frustrated, I want to eat stuff. I know the urge. I see the urge come up. I literally will say, people have been on the phone with me where I'm confused and I'll be like, oh my God, I'm hungry. Like, no, you're not. You're not. Just, oh my goodness, I need to eat something. Like, What? Like, no, you don't. And so it's just hearing myself say that, sitting in that. No, you're not. You're frustrated. And you want to wipe it away with food. You cannot. You cannot. Okay? That goes back to, some people, they cookie. Oh, grandma cook a good dinner. Oh, baby, it's gonna be okay. You get what I'm saying? Like them type vibes. Like people have different experiences from their childhood that we don't even think affects us, and it does. It literally does. So anyway, I'm looking at my phone because I want to open this song up. Um, can I open up? Is it safe or not? I can't get the melody. Sorry. Let me just. Is it safe or not? Okay. Can I open up? Is it safe or not? Um, where to go? I'm afraid a little you relate or not. Have faith a little. I might take my time. Ain't no saving face this time. Okay, sorry, no, come for me. But I want to break down music, like conscious music. Like, what are they saying? Like, we rap the songs and stuff, but like, what are they actually saying, and how does it pertain to us right now? So think about what we're talking about. What I'm speaking about is that attachment, like feeling like, oh, I need something, right? I need something to hold me over. I need someone to distract me. A distraction, essentially. How do we distract ourselves? One of the ways we distract ourselves and not even realizing that is we get in a relationship. We get in a relationship and we don't weigh the relationship out. We attach instead of connect with the person. We control the person. We accessorize the person. Like the person can't just be them in all of their glory. They have to meet some type of standard for us. If they don't meet the standard for us, then we leave them or we misuse them and abuse them. Right. And so then we get used to this person or the person gets used to us and we're in this weird dynamic that I call a trauma bond. But it's a trauma bond attachment. Essentially, it's an attachment style. It's very much codependent vibes. Right? And it just means that we haven't worked on ourselves enough to see ourselves. The picture can't see the frame when it's in it. So we thinking everything good. It's all of our exes. It's everyone else. We haven't developed our accountability. So in this song, um, can I open up? Is it safe or not? I'm afraid a little. You relate or not? Sometimes we attach to people, and I'm just going word for word. I'm not even breaking down the song as a general. This was a topic on my heart. Sometimes we get in this path of attaching to people and then breaking up, and we call those relationships, and they're not the situationships, but hey, that's all we ever knew, right? And so then we become resentful, and we wear that armor like that's us. We put that on and we say, oh, these people, we have all these fears of giving ourselves to somebody. Sorry. Okay, so we have all these fears of giving ourselves to somebody, and it makes us feel like, I don't know, it gives us I mean, I do. All right, sorry, because all I did was turn it down. It gives us this sense of security because we feel like we know the situation, but we don't. We just have control because we're afraid to give it away. We're afraid to give ourselves away. We're afraid to be vulnerable in the moment and then that person not connect with us. Where we're always trying to force the outcome. Right? And so we have to get into this place where we're allowing ourselves to live freely. Right? One of the reasons I couldn't break away from the trauma bond was because I wasn't allowing myself to feel freely. I felt this one thing and I felt like, okay, well, I'm gonna attach here. This feels good. So I'm a bunker down here because that's what feels good to me. And no, that's a red flag. I stopped doing the things that I love to do. I like to travel. Okay. I need to be around somebody that likes to travel. I like to travel on a whim. Like we chilling. I look at my phone. Oh, freak me. Freak me. I forgot it was this weekend. Hell yeah. You trying to go? When is it? Today? Today. We'll probably get there a little late by 4. By 4. You like I want to have a person who can take a whim or can let me go be whimsical. Like, no, I gotta work, but you go ahead, baby. Do you? You know? Oh, it's a 2-day event. All right, I'll be down there on the second day. Cool. I'm out. Like, you know, I like you get what I'm saying? But I also need a man with direction because I literally be just where's Victoria? Like where's Latrell? Like on the dance floor. Like on the dance floor. Like I'm gonna do that for real. I'm gonna do that real, okay? I'm gonna show y'all my dance floor is out there by somebody's water, okay? I'm out there chilling on somebody's rock, chilling, visualizing my life. Chilling, okay? Like that is me. What? Yeah, so I need people that understand that vibe. People that understand like that I don't answer the phone or that I disappear. Like I do answer the phone. I want to answer the phone, right? But these are all the things that I have to see about myself and then decide to change. And then I can't say, hey, I'm doing all these things at one time because none of it's going to work. Okay. I don't be answering my phone. Is that something that I'm eventually going to do because I'm working on my communication? Yes. So do I answer my phone more? Yes. Is my phone usually on silence? Yes. Like, but if you know, you know, right? And I'm to the point where I feel like the bill collectors be knowing because I'd be like, damn, how do you get through? Like, but that's another story. But anywho. So we get into these spaces where we lose ourselves. We become everything to someone else. And we felt like one of our trauma coping skills is that we are nurturers. We take care of people. We always were in control. We was big mama. You know what I'm saying? We was helping mama in the kitchen. It was us. We was in the gym. You know, she wasn't, but we was. You know what I mean? Like, you get what I'm saying? So we got all this. Like, I got all this. What you need? I got this. Right? And then we confuse that with actually being submissive, which is being able to receive, like being able to calm and sit in that and letting somebody take care of us. Some of us can't, like we just cannot. Like I got it. I said, and we can't even submit to anything leading us. Like I'm ready to submit. I just can't submit to no dumb stuff. Like you can't just, right? And so I had an interesting talk when we talked about twin flames. And I'm like, hey, matter of fact, that's another thing I'm gonna look up since I'm sitting here and at this point, I really like as long as I can keep talking while I'm doing the thing that I'm doing. What am I looking at? Okay. So as long as I can keep talking, I feel like this is cool for the visual and for the audio. So I'm going to my Nebula app because I really want to break down who I am and maybe that can kind of help you discover and want to see more of yourself. And we do this in Legacy Leap, my character cultivation group. We're a character cultivation collective. It's a tongue twister, but I want you to understand self. These are some of the things that I put in the welcome email when you join. Is that you got to come in with some kind of self awareness so we can see where you're at and then help you get to the next level, whatever that is. Like I'm getting to my next level, the next person is getting to their next level. You saw that? I just hit myself. Everybody's getting to their next level. So, anywho, what it says that I am is uh well my sun sign is Aries and my moon is Gemini. And I'm an ascendant Sagittarius. Okay. Elements fire, Polarity is masculine, um, planet is Mars, and yeah, I don't know. The whole polarity thing confuses me because it's always 60% masculine. And so I feel like, well, that's the tomboy in me because I've been saying it since I was little. But then there's 40% feminine. And I feel like that's the part of me that's submissive. Like I am a nurturer, I'm submissive. I like to receive, but at the same time, I like a little bit of control too because I'm aggressive in getting it done. I'm task oriented. I'm focused on the task at hand. Like I be chilling. I'm focused on the big picture. But at the same time, like in order to get to the big picture, we got to break this down into 12 steps. We talk about this in my group. 12 steps. I call it 12 flights. Right. And then each flight is 12 steps. Okay. Your goal is your flight. But what do you got to do to get to the top, to your goal? What are the things that we have to do? That is the stuff that we got to execute on every day. Those are the habits that we got to pick up or put down. These are the things that help us, one, find ourselves, but also have a life. And when you have a life, you don't attach to someone else. You have things to do. When I got in my trauma bond, my life was optional. It's very much optional now, but now it's optional with the purpose. Before it was optional with plans or something. I don't know. Like one day, but not today. I got time today. Like, nope, I don't have no time. I don't have no time at this point, right? I only give time to what's good. So anywho, we go on this path. I got this up. I don't know. We're gonna get back to that. But okay, so we're trying to tie this in because I'll go all over the place. But my focus is explaining the trauma bond attachment and this song, how we are focused on the wrong things, how we don't even realize how we cope with life. And we call it normal because that's what everybody does. And we want to be self and free in self. But we have to look at what is truly important to us and what we're just doing because we've seen it. Like, where do our morals, values, and purpose lie? And what are we just winging it with, just being a part of the trend in the culture doing? Like, there is a difference when you start to go down this path. You start to realize, okay, there's things that I personally don't want to do, or there's a freedom that I want to be. Some people want to be as free as a bird, and you can commend that. Others want to put some type of respect or boundaries on their self. You can commend that too. So every spiritual journey is different, but you have to decide. And I feel like a lot of people don't decide anymore. They just say, hey, I'm doing this thing because they heard about it, and they never really looked into why they're doing that thing, why that thing exists, why that thing serves them and who they are becoming, right? A lot of times we just fall in the crowd. And so I urge people to do the research, get the information, hire a coach, get in community with people on your same path. And Legacy Leap, we are becoming who we're destined to be. That's spiritual, financial, because it's like we should be able to serve and get paid for serving. Like, that's our purpose. Why would we not get paid for that? Like, that makes no sense, right? Our mentality, our physical health, like we're focused on becoming as a whole person. So I create my whole life, and then I meet another person who created their whole life, and we together combine planets and say, hey, this is how I used to do things. This is how I used to do things, but we're going to find a way for us both to be happy and fulfilled in this, but also choosing that person. Both sides have a choice. It is not the man coming to get the woman or the woman coming to get the man. If you want to be like, there is a psychology and all types, there's so many different realities. You have to seriously choose one. If you want to be a person that uses dark femininity as a woman, if you want to be a person that uses light femininity, I don't know, like regular feminine, I don't know. But if you want to be a man who is a like not a con artist, but you're very charming. If you want to be more laid back, like whoever you want to be, whoever you are. Like, there's a reality for you too. Sometimes I get overwhelmed by how many realities I notice. Like, oh, y'all do it like this? Okay, y'all do it like that? Oh, okay, then. Oh, well, how y'all doing it? Oh, wow, I ain't never seen it like that before. Y'all, who said, when y'all start doing that? Like, it's a lot of different realities. And the more you go through them, the more you realize, okay, people do things a whole bunch of different ways. So I come in, I learn this way, and then I get upset. Boom, then I go into this way. So let's say the way is I devalue myself. For me, I would say, I not me saying this is what I did, but this is kind of what I did. I devalued myself by getting into a relationship with somebody that we just met. We was kicking it. They cool. I'm cool. Hey, I had saved myself all this time, and then I decided to get with somebody that I barely knew. Right. I known him for a month. I feel like we know each other. I know nothing about this man. Like, nothing about this man. Never seen this man upset. Okay. He's the happiest person on earth. I feel like I'm at Disney World in Atlanta. Like, he got his mask on. But I'm excited. I'm happy to be here, y'all. I'm happy to be here, folks. So I'm not paying that attention. And I'm aware in the relationship. People in the relationship are telling me you're so aware. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna just, I'm gonna give it 90 days and see what happened. But by that time I done got attached, right? I'm gonna give it 90 days and see what happened. I'm gonna just have a little bit of fun. But I'm seriously in my hearts wanting to save myself for a man. So when I finally give myself to a man, I give myself to this man, right? And I feel happy. I'm happy to help, happy to be here, happy to see you happy. But I'm unhealed. I had no idea that was even a part of my head. I had no idea. I wanted to save my dad. He a street dude, right? So I wanted to love my dad. Like, you're gonna be out here in these streets doing everything, and I'm gonna be the one that save you. I'm gonna be the one that he act right for me, right? He ain't gonna be out here bouncing from woman to woman with me. Nope, we're gonna get a ground on this. We're gonna get these babies together. Nope, no, like, no. I just out here trying to save them. Throw a cake backwards. Excuse me, got flipped. Okay, so I couldn't. When I say it out loud, it's like, Victoria, where, but hadn't defined any morals. I did define morals, but I hadn't been in a relationship to be like, well, actually, so my morals was way down here. And, just reality set in, and that was completely different, right? But so I was devaluing myself in a relationship because I gave myself to a man that, for what? What are you giving yourself for it? For what? Right? And everybody sees life differently. And I commend that. So I'm just talking about my situation. Because I also see life like very spirited. Sometimes I want to be, I'm Aries. I have a high sex drive, okay? I want to be in a relationship, okay? I'm not trying to be out here busting it, busting, you know, right? And I very well could be, okay? And I don't want to, right? But it's hard out here in this world that tells you, no, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. But for me, I feel like my spiritual connection is my sacredness. Like this right here, this pot of gold. Come on, brother. What are you talking about? Like, what do you mean? Like, in my head, this is pure joy. Like, and so I don't want to just give it away to anybody. I know it's an amazing experience. And I know it's could probably change your life. Like, it could cure cancer out here, but it can't. Essentially, like, I have to see myself and realize, okay, I want to give this body that I have for right now. I don't have any awareness. I haven't went through my ancestral, I forgot what it's called, but I haven't went through that. So for right now, I don't have the recollection of nothing else. This is all I got. And so, I want to get this right, tight, and sanctified or something in there, something like that, right? And so I want to take care of it the best that I can, which is why even though I still smoke, I be wanting to stop smoking. It's always on my heart. You need to stop smoking. You need to stop smoking. Stop smoking. Stop smoking. Drink it. Do this with it. Cream it. All the things. Stop smoking. Stop smoking. It's always there. I'm gonna get there eventually. So I'm not tripping. But because I got here. But so many people do things differently. I wonder if it's because of the healing level. If that means, oh, we didn't heal enough. Do I think we all should just be the same? No, absolutely not. I don't think we can be because we're all on different healing levels. So, but I think that that means to continue, keep going. Don't just accept one aspect of yourself. Like, keep going, keep healing, keep figuring out things about yourself why you do certain things. Some people will accept it. A lot of times, being hypersexual or asexual is because of sexual abuse. Some people will say, I accept that. I don't, sex makes me query. I don't want to even, I'm good with just intellectual conversation. I'm a sapiosexual, right? I thought I was a sapio, like I am a sapiosexual, but I don't think I ever thought I was an asexual. Definitely. But maybe I thought like I was not, I didn't need a partner. Like I'm good. I'm chilling. I'm by myself. Like I'm okay. Like I don't need no sex. I'm good on that. What I need is these books. Okay, that's what I need. Okay. You want to pay my bills, pay my student loan bills. Yeah, buy these books at the first of the semester. Okay. Yeah, like that was what I was on. But anyway, now, wait, what am I talking about? Now, just getting to this place of understanding myself, I feel like even now it never stops. It doesn't matter what level you're at. You can always teach somebody, inform somebody, show somebody, connect somebody to, or whatever the case may be at every level. But we still have to continue to grow. So when we are um asexual or hypersexual, we have to look at the levels that we have. We have to look at ourselves, continue to look at ourselves. Are we okay with that? Some people find confidence in that. I know a lot of women who find confidence in, having the man beg for it, and then allowing themselves to give it up or not. They find strength in that because they chose. But that comes from never having choice before, from feeling like you didn't have a choice before. So now the only choice that you have is in your body and you use it, but in all the wrong ways. I think I want to have choice in other ways. I want a man to choose me for more than my body and not just sexualize me. That really irks me that men sexualize me. Like I didn't even know I was this shapely. And so when guys sexualize me at any rate, at any level, it makes me want to puke. Like just please leave me alone. Like ain't nobody walking over there. Hey, how you doing? All right. Like shrimp dick. Look like you got big old dick. Oh, that look like a little dick, but you look like you know how to work it. Like nobody's messing with y'all. Like nobody cares. You feel me? No one cares. But us, we get harassed. And I never liked being harassed, so I always looked dingy for one. It's like I don't doll up. Like I'm naturally pretty. So I don't doll up at all. My skin just like this. And then I disappeared to the world. And then I started dolling up a little bit. Not even dolling up, just wearing girl clothes. Just wearing girl clothes, okay? And I started getting attention again. But it's like, okay, I want attention. Like I want to date. I want to be around people. I want to be somebody's prize. So more and more I get into the space of like, okay, I'm gonna doll up a little bit. I'm gonna do a little something today. I'll give it a little razzle, you know. And eventually I'll get to a place where like, hey, either I'm like this, or like that, like, and I'm okay. I'm allowing myself to do that. Like I can dress up and not dress up all the time. I can dress down and not dress up down all the time. I can, you know, gym clothes it and not gym clothes it all the time. I can do it all. Which reminds me, I need to go to the gym tonight. Tonight. Um, actually, I fasted today. I haven't eaten, and it's about to be 11. I can't eat till the morning time. So if I go to the gym, I should go to the gym at like 3 in the morning. But who about to be up? Probably me. Probably me. But anyway, listen. This is my hypothesis. So this is how it goes. But I'm I'm excited about, I was saying something else, but I can't remember right now. But I'm excited about Legacy Leap growing, because that means it's more people that are on their path at different stages of their healing, that want to be a part of community, that are actually doing the inner work. Like, we're actually doing the inner work, holding ourselves accountable, not having attitude about it, putting away our ego, because this is what we wanted to do. Right? So us being able to heal spiritually, connect with ourselves spiritually, so that we can start the business, continue the business, scale the business, break the generational traumas, get the raise if we want to, whatever it is that we want to do. But really breaking those boundaries and breaking those chains to the belief system we put on ourselves. Like, it is infinite reality. So there are infinite beliefs. So you can literally do whatever. But I just say put morals behind it. Don't just do what you feel. Like, I feel like I want to go get something to eat. The store don't close till midnight. I could go up there and just get a rotisserie chicken and call it a day. Like, I can go get a piece of salmon and that would it do. But no, I have to control those urges. Some things, just because we can, we should not. We should not, right? I can't feel this way and then go get under somebody and then wake up in the morning feeling like, dang, man, I just soul ties with somebody, or I just gave myself to somebody and they just sexualize my body. They don't even know my name. They don't even care to speak to me tomorrow or ever again. I'm not even a memory, because it was just a nut to them. I don't want to feel that way. And that's the way I feel when I have sex and I'm not connected. Like, even when like, being in a relationship, I'm trying to explain to you, you have this sex and you feel connected, but then the sex is over and there's no connection. So then eventually, when it starts, when reality set in and responsibilities, then it's just unconnected sex. So you felt so connected in the beginning because it was like love, and it was new and all the attention was there. But now you have life happening. You might have two different people on two different journeys, two different intellect type, two different planets that can't seem to combine. The communication is not there. The knowledge is not there. A lot of times I've been in a situation where guys are trying to take advantage of me because I'm naive. And I never dealt with that before. And it's like, I'm naive in the sense of, like, I have hope in everything. I believe everything is possible. And so a guy will see that on you, and he'll keep trying you and keep trying you. And so you have to have your boundaries in check. These are all the things. When you don't have these boundaries, when you don't understand your purpose, your values, your morals, guys come in, they take advantage of you. You trauma bond women too. You take advantage of a person, and then your trauma connects with their trauma. Now y'all trauma bonded and y'all have been together. Y'all been doing it this long, right? And then you emotionally don't feel safe. You emotionally don't feel able, steady. Aggression comes out, resentment start to come out, and then you decide, all right, I need to leave this situation. Sometimes you're afraid to leave the situation. Sometimes you feel trapped in a situation. It's a bunch of dynamics. But then you get out the situation. Now you have to have support, emotional support, because now something that was there, part of your spirit that was there, is no longer there. And so you have to get back remembering and understanding yourself by yourself. Like, you have to get back to your routine, the things that you did by yourself. Being able to express those feelings, not stuff it down, because if you stuff it down, then you're stuffing all that resentment down. So now when the next person come, you expecting them to be like the last person. You putting on their plate what the last person did. So if it's up, stay down for me. But no, let me tie this song into this because, honey, oh, look at these, okay, houses and stuff. I'm looking on my chart. I don't see no fifth house. Okay, but yeah, I don't got no fifth house, baby. I don't know. But I'm in Gemini, okay? So I feel like we in there. But yes, the song lyrics. Um, I know I made you wait, but how much can you take? I hope you see the God in me. I hope you can see. And if it's up, stay down for me. Yeah. So a woman, I'm gonna speak to a woman because that's what I am. A woman stays with a man that hasn't healed himself, is on his healing path, and is stuck in his ways. And you are who you are, but we all make mistakes. And you decide to give yourself to someone, but they're still hesitant on giving themselves to you. As a woman, a lot of times we stay, but that other person doesn't take into regards our boundaries. They don't take into regards how we're feeling or treated our emotional intimacy. They don't take into regard emotional intelligence, being able to understand that they are hurting us emotionally, being self-aware enough to know and put self-management skills on their actions. Right. And so sometimes we stay in these positions and it's because we're trauma bonded and we feel like, hey, we've been together 6 years, 10 years, 12 years. We might as well. But all that time is just time that passed away. At any moment, we can decide to leave that situation because we deserve better. But a lot of times we have hope and we lean hard on that hope, waiting for that person to change. And deep down, they want us to wait, but they don't really know how to change. So we're waiting for something that may not never happen. And then there's pridefulness, where we're waiting for you to change. I want you to do it my way because I understand that my way is more of a healed way than what you're doing. Maybe you're untamed. You've been out in these streets. I want to just nurture you, but you don't even see that nurture is what you need. Right? And so I wait and I wait and I try to hold on to you because you just untamed. I see it, I understand, but you don't see it. So you fight me and call me controlling, right? And then when you get upset, then when I get upset and I've had enough, you say, oh, you talk to the lady, you doing this, that, and the third, you want me to stay and wait for you, but you're not consistent in your healing. So you do a little bit of work and you get frustrated and it's forget that stuff. Then it's I am who I am. Then it's you just gotta work, you gotta wait for me, or I'm working on it, or whatever the case may be, not realizing that me too. Me too. So I gotta deal with you while I control me, even after being provoked or hurt or whatever the case may be. You want me to still deal with you. How selfish. How selfish. But I'm trauma bonded, so I'm here until I'm not. And then you call me all the worst things. But I dealt with so much. So much. So I see both sides and I understand. But I think that the real thing is compassion, boundaries, understanding self and compassion. Because once we understand self and we're able to really give grace to self, which is a everyday journey, then we'll be able to give it to the world. And so we'll see, oh man, I'm hurting her. I'm going to let her go. I'm not going to be upset or jealous because I'm not for her. So I'm not going to let her, keep her here in my web of lies. I'm not going to future her. All my girls think I'm in a relationship. What is that? Like, I'm not going to be the cool collective. Nah, I don't want to do that. I'm going to get mine, right, and allow you to go. I'm going to work on me and allow you to go, but I can't work on me under somebody else, especially if that person ain't working on them. They look good, but working on themselves internally, their character, their integrity or the lack thereof, like that takes work. And we got to do that by ourselves in community with people. And maybe we'll meet like-minded people on the way, but to just decide to connect with anybody because you're single, I'm single, so we might as well. I feel like that can lead to road for destruction. Destruction? Yeah. So that's all I have today. I feel completed as if I've said everything. Um, I hope that this reaches you in good spirits. I wanted to say I hope it makes sense, but I feel like it flowed through me through God. So I'm just a catalyst and it made sense to you. So comment, like, subscribe, share. Let me know what you think. Let's talk about it more. Tell me what you want to talk about next. I have a lot of experiences and it's more so questions that pull it out. Instances, songs, situations that pull it out. So come, let's talk. Let's heal together. Join me in Legacy Leap. Legacy Leap. Legacy Leap. It's a tongue twister. Character, cultivating character collective. Character collective. Character cultivating collective. I did that on purpose so you can remember, but it's a tongue twister. Character cultivating collective. We are a character cultivating collective of people, like-minded people that pay to work on ourselves. We pay to get in the room with people who are working on themselves, who are not going to lead us astray because they're on the journey themselves. They've been doing the work. They understand the value of the work, doing the work, and the benefits of doing the work, right? We have community, we have Sunday sessions, and being able to truly make ourselves available to ourselves, mapping out our day, mapping out our worry time, mapping out family time, connection, physical health, fun, and adventure, setting our system lives together, putting our system lives together. That's something important that we all need to do. And then tapping into ourselves on every every aspect, taking all the quizzes, understanding all the astral paths and birth charts. We have to be able to understand ourselves and why we are the way that we are so that we can decide what we want to change and if we want to change it based on who we want to become. So join me if you want to heal with me. Links in the bio. Tap in. Let's heal together. Let's break these trauma bonds together. Tap into Becoming Me, the inner workbook, out now at cultivatingcharacter.me. And let's heal. Heal self-paced or let's do it together. So I hope that you are doing well today. Make sure you heal today. Do some healing for yourself. Take some time for yourself. Please take some time for yourself. Okay. We need that. Sit with self. It's okay. As always, make sure you do some healing today. Peace and healing, y'all. I'm out. I said it like 3 times, but it's fine. It's fine. It's all fine.